Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's story time. Now, I wonder if you guys have friends. Of course you do. I'm sure you've got lots of friends. Today's story is about a man who didn't have any friends. Not even one. Why not? Well, maybe it was because he was very short. He was a lot shorter than normal people. Is being short a reason not to have friends? No. Maybe it was because he had a funny name, Zacchaeus. I don't know any Zacchaeuses. No, having a different name isn't a reason not to have friends. I'll tell you why Zacchaeus didn't have any friends. He stole people's money. Here's his treasure chest. It's full of money. Zacchaeus was very rich. You see, Zacchaeus' job was a tax collector. Now, tax is money that people have to pay to the king. Nobody really likes paying taxes, but that's not a reason not to be friendly to Zacchaeus. The king in those days that everyone had to pay their taxes to was a foreign king. He was the Roman king, and people didn't like giving their money to somebody else's king. But that wasn't really a reason to be so cross with Zacchaeus. No, the reason nobody liked Zacchaeus was because he always collected more money than he was supposed to, and he kept it for himself. He put it in his treasure box, and he was very, very rich. And everybody hated Zacchaeus. He steals our money. They didn't want anything to do with him. Whenever they saw Zacchaeus, they would walk as far away from him as possible. So Zacchaeus had no friends. Well, one day, something very exciting was happening in Zacchaeus' town. Jesus was coming to visit. And Zacchaeus wanted to see Jesus, but there were so many people, and Zacchaeus was so short, he couldn't see over their heads. Help, he couldn't move anyone to see in between. He didn't know what he was going to do. Suddenly, he had an idea. I know, he said, I'll climb that big tree. So he came and climbed up a tree and sat in its branches. Perfect. He could see above everybody's head, and he could see Jesus coming. Jesus got closer and closer and closer until he was standing right by the tree that Zacchaeus was sitting in. He looked up at Zacchaeus and said, Zacchaeus, I want to come to your house for tea. Zacchaeus almost fell out of the tree. He was so shocked. Nobody ever wanted to come to his house, and certainly not stay for tea. The people in the crowd grumbled. Doesn't Jesus know what a horrible man Zacchaeus is? If he knew how bad Zacchaeus is, he'd never go to his house for tea. Zacchaeus hurried out of the tree and rushed home. He didn't want Jesus to change his mind. I don't think Jesus knows anything about me, he thought. He doesn't know, and that's why he's come to my house for tea. But Jesus did know. Jesus knew about the stealing. He knew everything, and he still loved Zacchaeus. How strange. When Zacchaeus found out that Jesus knew everything about him, he was really sorry. He said, Jesus, I've done lots of wrong things, and I'm really sorry. And he said, but do you know what? I want to put it right. And so that's what he did. He got his money chest, and he didn't just give back the money he had stolen. He gave 4 times the money that he had stolen to everybody. Oh my goodness, it was amazing. Zacchaeus had become a totally different person. How generous! You see, Jesus loved Zacchaeus, even though he knew all about the bad things Zacchaeus had done. And Zacchaeus had been so amazed that he said sorry for all those bad things. And Jesus said to him, "Friend," he said, "today God's rescued you." Well, Jesus was showing everybody in Zacchaeus' town what God's love is like. It's wonderful. It never stops. It never gives up, even on bad people like Zacchaeus. It lasts forever. Now we are going to sing a song. It's called "So Great Is Jesus' Love," because it is. Sing along and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Hi! We're going to sing together again. Now, one of the most wonderful things that God has done for us is take our sins far, far away, as far as the east is from the west. Let's see if my arms can go even wider. That's how far He's taken our sins away from us. Let's sing together.